Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
According to or characteristic of a casebook or textbook, typical. A textbook example. A book prepared for use in schools or colleges. His economics textbook is in its 10th edition. According to or characteristic of a casebook or textbook, typical. A casebook schizophrenic. A book in which detailed written records of a case are kept and which are a source of information for subsequent work. A book prepared for use in schools or colleges. A book prepared for use in schools or colleges. A book prepared for use in schools or colleges. His economics textbook is in its 10th edition. The words of something written. There were more than 1,000 words of text. A passage from the Bible that is used as the subject of a sermon. The preacher chose a text from Psalms to introduce his sermon. The main body of a written work, as distinct from illustrations or footnotes, etc. Pictures made the text easier to understand. A book prepared for use in schools or colleges. A basis for comparison. A reference point against which other things can be evaluated. The schools comply with federal standards. Any distinctive flag. Conforming to the established language usage of educated native speakers. Standard English. The ideal in terms of which something can be judged. They live by the standards of their community. The value behind the money in a monetary system. Regularly and widely used or sold. A standard size. A board measure equals 1980 board feet. An upright pole or beam, especially one used as a support. Distance was marked by standards every mile. Commonly used or supplied. Standard procedure. Conforming to or constituting a standard of measurement or value, or of the usual or regularized or accepted kind. Windows of standard width. Established or well-known or widely recognized as a model of authority or excellence. A standard reference work. Physical objects consisting of a number of pages bound together. He used a large book as a doorstop. A record in which commercial accounts are recorded. They got a subpoena to examine our books. The sacred writings of Islam revealed by God to the Prophet Muhammad during his life at Mecca and Medina. A compilation of the known facts regarding something or someone. His name is in all the record books. A written version of a play or other dramatic composition, used in preparing for a performance. The sacred writings of the Christian religions. A collection of rules or prescribed standards on the basis of which decisions are made. They run things by the book around here. Arrange for and reserve something for someone else in advance. The agent booked tickets to the show for the whole family. A collection of playing cards satisfying the rules of a card game. A major division of a long written composition. The Book of Isaiah. A number of sheets, ticket or stamps, etc., bound together on one edge. He bought a book of stamps. A written work or composition that has been published, printed on pages bound together. I am reading a good book on economics. Engage for a performance. Her agent had booked her for several concerts in Tokyo. Record a charge in a police register. The policeman booked her when she tried to solicit a man. Register in a hotel booker. A special school where students are crammed. A student who crams. A teacher who is paid to cram students for examinations. A textbook designed for cramming. Formally making a person known to another or to the public. The act of beginning something new. The act of starting something for the first time, introducing something new. The act of putting one thing into another. A basic or elementary instructional text. A new proposal. They resisted the introduction of impractical alternatives. The first section of a communication. Any igniter that is used to initiate the burning of a propellant. The first or preliminary coat of paint or size applied to a surface. An introductory textbook. Someone who reads proof in order to find errors and mark corrections. Someone who reads manuscripts and judges their suitability for publication. Someone who reads the lessons in a church service. Someone ordained in a minor order of the Roman Catholic Church. A public lecturer at certain universities. Someone who contracts to receive and pay for a service or a certain number of issues of a publication. A person who can read. A literate person. A person who enjoys reading. One of a series of texts for students learning to read.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.